My mum always used to say to me, Henry, you can't have fun all the time. That was what my mum used to say to me, but in the voice of Michael Caine. You get tattooed today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, I want to do it.
Yeah, sick. What do you want? Is it? So I did my first apprentice tattoo in 2013, I think. I did my apprenticeship for 3 years. So how many years is that? 11? 11 years?
What made you start being interested in the idea of being a tattoo artist?
So when we were 14, my older brother's best mate bought a tattoo kit, like a really, really shit kit, and he tattooed smiley faces, an entire sleeve, just line, smiley face, smiley face, and then really big hair tattooed fuck a dog down his arm. And we were like, yeah, this guy is fucking sick. He used to buy us booze and shit. So then we said one day, we were like, oh, I want to buy that tattoo kit off you because I stopped using it. My mate was like, oh, just give us a cigarette. And we were like, sick. So we gave him a cigarette and we had the tattoo kit and we started tattooing each other and it was like really fucked. But then I was like, oh, this is sick. And then I went and got a piercing at a tattoo studio when I was 15. I remember being in there and seeing all the people with the fucking tattoos all over their face just doing art every day. And I was like, this is sick. That's where I fucking want to be.
Run for the hills! El Diablo!
That's why I'm late.
Why?
The tumble-dryer cover blew away and I had to chase it down the road. I couldn't catch it, it's gone. Hiya. I'm Kitty, but also Milky Boy.
And what did you do before you were tattooed?
Psychosis.
What else?
I was a chef before that for 7 years. I worked in the Shard in London and I was an apprentice at Jimmy's Farm with Jamie Oliver and Jimmy, who are assholes.
Really got in?
Yeah, they are. So my dad's like really heavily tattooed and his best mate was his artist, and I just grew up seeing him be like getting tattoos, thought it was the coolest thing ever, and her art is insane. And I was like, I want to do that! So I did. I am. The largest toad ever recorded was 2.7 kilograms and it was called Toadzilla. And I really like Minions. I'm really upset about the most recent Minions film because Steve, Kevin and Bob are obviously the best Minions and they were just not even in it. Not actually once. So, there you go. I actually own this place with Henry, but me, I'm the boss. Thank you.
Oh, my eyes are watering. Oh, my eyeballs are drying out. Oh, I can't keep my eyes open.
Guys, keep it down a little bit, please. Yes.
So, I was painting for a really long time. I went to uni. I did commission paintings for a while,
and I'd just paint whatever anybody wanted me to paint. So I painted dogs, people's babies, anything. I'd paint anything, and I did it really cheap, and it was just a way of making a bit of money. And then eventually I wanted to sell my originals, so I started going to any place where I thought that I could sell them. So I was going to like conventions, like horror conventions. I met a guy at a convention, a little craft fair, and he said, why don't you try going and selling your art at Lee's Tattoo Expo? So I thought, yeah. So I paid for this store. I paid like 250 quid, and they put me right next to the door. I ended up walking around and kind of like, I got this really weird like feeling like I could do this. I've not even thought about it before, people had always said to me, you could be a tattoo artist with how good your art is and stuff, and I just kind of thought, it's not really for me. I was from quite a conservative background, and my parents we were against tattoos, and my dad used to say, if you ever come home with a tattoo, I'll burn it off with a fucking soldering iron.
Do I go to red? Is that all?
Right, sorry, can you jump on? Maybe up there now.
Kind of did a lot of jobs. So my first ever job was in a tattoo shop, just doing like reception work and stuff like that. From there, I went to uni and did a lot of like bar work throughout that. And then one way or another, I ended up doing like tattoo shop management. And now I'm here.
What made you become interested in becoming a tattoo artist?
To be honest, it's a pretty easy one. Both my parents are tattoo artists, so it's kind of like the family business. I've been really lucky to get tattooed by a lot of the artists that I look up to. So one of them being like a lady called Dominga, who did my face. She does like the amazing black work and tribal stuff. Another one would be like Ellen Held, who did my hands and my neck. Again, like another really, really talented black work artist. Really cool.
So what made you decide to become a tattoo artist?
Well, I tried it when I was like 16, 17, got in a lot of trouble, scared myself off from it, did a lot of other things, ended up being a fabulous drag queen, grew tired of that, and I was like, let's just recycle the pattern now, let's go back to tattooing, and this time it's stuck. I don't really know what my style is at the minute. I'm kind of doing whatever I can. I'd say like it's more like dark and like horror monster, but that's not always the requested. I love comics, I love like video games, all that jazz.
Oh, hello, didn't see you there. We're doing a market today, and it's going to be raising money for Palestine. We have stalls, or stall, singular. And then we're doing cheap tattoos, going to be a bit of music, cabaret, and maybe a little surprise towards the end.
Don't see anyone of any ethnic background.
Make like costumes for performers. I started off doing kinkwear, but then I want to do more like showpieces.
Clean downs and like sit ups and clean downs and just get upset about
For me, it was like, as I say, I wanted to be a fine artist and all that kind of thing. The thing for me was that, doing an art degree and all that kind of thing, you get, and especially being an artist, you get sort of force-fed this idea that you have to be like a YBA, fucking Damien Hirst, Tracy Emin type artist. That was just never anything that I fucking related to. Like, I wanted to draw like fucking skulls and creatures and like monsters and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't want to fucking piss in a jar and fucking put it on a white plinth.
So they had to drill into his head and everything.
His little finger exploded?
Yeah.
So what do you mean he internally combusted?
But
it's supposed to be
That's really
good.
Look,
Mate, like, if you could go up to him and be like, you look like a cunt, and just be like, I've got spliffs for eyebrows, do I look like I give a fuck? Yeah. Fucking weed leaf on his forehead as well. Sick. That guy knows what he likes.
The main man. That's what he's done.
I'm here Fridays and Saturdays, so if you want another tattoo, come see me.
No, I do.
Right.
Don't worry about that. Thank you very much.
No worries. Cheers, thanks a lot.
What's better to do a Friday or a Saturday?
That is fucking nice.
We won't talk about how you want to use numbing cruise.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
I was thinking because a lot of your stuff looks like inspired by.
I'm into that lowbrow stuff.
Mate, it's fucking sick.
And like the boss is shagging his wife, and like, do you know what I mean? It's a dramatic scene.
Yeah. Can you tell us a bit about your tattoo style?
I'd class my style as like illustrative blackwork, I guess. Or like ornamental blackwork. Kind of going everywhere from like portraits to like band logos, stuff like that. And then more recently, I've trying to push more into like freehand abstract blockwork stuff. I basically just like anything really heavy.
Have you had a good day tattooing, Henry?
Yeah, I mean, most of the day it was like the opening scene from Saving Private Ryan, but, you know, it's a dirty job and someone's gotta do it. Yeah, it's fucking sick. You want white, because they're not that white.
Basically, I grew up in a biker family. My dad's a biker. He was in a club, a Voik club, and I just grew up seeing all these like, old traditional tattoos. And my dad had this sick witch like over the world, and I was obsessed with it. And all the colour had faded out, and I used to like colour it in when I was a kid. I want to make a book where I go and take pictures of all my aunties and uncles, aka my dad's mates, and like redraw their old tattoo designs and make them well good.
Reminiscent of the neglected toilet bowl in the Hollingbury Asda, where the blue light obscures any hint of the human main line I'd been so desperate to board just a few hours previous.
That fucking ring light's bringing me out of focus. I'll wait till it's in
Like a dynamo shaver or something. Yeah? Video in for no one.
It's not.
It sounds awful.
We get wild, wild, wild.
losing power! Hold on. Are we getting better? No, any smoke. It's alright, he usually clunks back into place and goes normal in a bit. Fucking going on here then? You'll see me knocked out.
Fuck it, I'll just do him in yellow.
I would say to the bottom because it's a bit smaller, you know, this bit. Yeah. Just one line with that on each one. I'll do the egg first. This is going to have really good depth to it, this tattoo. Do you know what I mean? Because you have all them different lines and it brings everything forward, everything back. Like this is what I said to you, it'll give you work like a complete different edge.
Absolutely. Just really sick. That's your first colour tattoo?
That's one. Wow. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, smashed it right.
Oh, it stinks.
Come on.
So you think I've got a funny car?
Stop.
I sat in the bin.
You don't have to watch, you ready? He's enjoying that a bit too much, isn't he?
What do you like the most about working for Free Hammers?
It's really happy. Like, I just like having somewhere to go every day that makes me feel better rather than someone that makes me feel worse. Worked a lot of jobs where they've just massively made me hate everything and hate going to work. Whereas like we're here and it's like really nice and we all actually really get along and like everyone actually cares about each other.
I just think everyone's just down to earth and accepting of everyone. Like from a first time meeting them and talking to them, like, I just felt so comfortable. So, and they're all fucking sick.
You know, it's just a good vibe, man. You know, it's just good laugh, and you know, I feel like I can be really transparent with everything. You know, I can just tell people what is really going on. You know, if I'm struggling with something, or whether it's to do with work or it's to do with anything, I can just be upfront, and it's great, man. It's fucking great.
I don't work for Free Hammers, I own Free Hammers. I don't like it, it's fucking shit.
For Free Hammers?
Sick.
Yeah, it's dog sick.
It's sick. The studio, the atmosphere is so good. There's quite a lot of egos in the tattoo industry, and like, I love the fact that no one in here has an ego. Everyone in the studio is a fucking weirdo in their own way.
Live, laugh, love.
Everyone's like, there's no bullshit with anyone, and yeah, it's just the fucking place to be. It's fucking sick at this studio.
I feel like Max Pete.
I've not done this before, have I? So I've never created someone. Oh my god, what?
He told me that he was coming back from a night out and he was like dead cut. And he walked through this alleyway and it's like, right, this is where the portals of hell is meant to be. And he said he went around the corner and there was two homeless guys fighting and he was like, whoa, what's going on? And one of them honestly was dressed as a devil. That's all I know, that there was two homeless people, one of them was dressed as a devil.
Have you looked into it?
Nah, but it was something to do, there's a documentary called Is Jimmy Savile a Wizard? And I'll save you an hour and a half. He's not, he's a paedophile.